Hello, friends. Welcome back to Saturday Evenings Posted Mostly presents with me, your host, Trevor Stewart 1308. Oh my goodness, Matty Holmes is on a five stream streak. Currently on a 5 stream watch streak. That's awesome. And we were just discussing before we came in. We were just discussing Trump throwing Marjorie Taylor Greene under the MAGA bus last night about the well, not entirely sure what it's about. Good morning, Kingsways or Kush Gang. Great to
Yes,
see
if you
you.
can find the post, Maddie, go for it. Sorry.
And hi, Master Rasta 420. Thank you for being here too. The Epstein files. She's wanting them released. Yeah, she's still on the. And he went to a bunch of people, a bunch of Congress people trying to get them to back up. A bunch of the Republicans trying to get them to back up off of the petition. I think he went to the 4 that were defected, and Marjorie Taylor Greene was one of them, and I don't see her backing off. And she's been showing increasingly large amounts of dissent over the past week or so. Weeks, really. But yeah, she's wanting them released. And that's something she ran on, and even if she's bat crap insane, apparently she has ethics. She stands on her, she stands on on what she campaigned on. So, I mean, you got to give her that at least. It's I mean, this same woman who thinks that they're space lasers, that they're Jewish space lasers. Yeah, she's still racist, sexist, and nationalist. This is just her line in the sand. She's also pivoting to a post-Trump GOP world. Yeah, she may be out ahead of the crashing wave, as it were. But before we get too much further into that, let me do today's ad read. Today's pre-rolls brought to you by The Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville, 105 West Main Street. On the downtown mall above the bricks, Suite 200. A great place to go with some great buds to get some great buds. A bud, and the only thing better than their bud is their customer service. Also, they have the lowest prices in town, according to my own personally highly biased research, by which I mean I was incredibly high when I did my personally biased research. Don't forget to check the website for times and events, where you can find Frosty Fridays, the event at which you can find our other sponsors, Kingsways, Kush Gang, purveyor of very fine edibles and drinkables, and also very dear friend of the channel, and here today. Hey, Kush Gang. Also, I call them Kingsways because that's what I read their handle as. But also you can find our other sponsor, Firehouse. Where there's smoke, there's Firehouse. The website is thehiddenleafcville.com. That's thehiddenleaf, CVILLE, all one word, .com. Oh, yeah, we are going to be talking some politics, so a note of disclaimer. We will be expressing some opinions here, so any opinions you hear expressed herein belong to us, the expressor of the opinion, and or the channel and or the parent company, but don't necessarily belong to any of our sponsors unless they choose to express that opinion or back that opinion. Include our sponsors, including Hidden Leaf, Firehouse, and Kush Gang. However, I know that Kush Gang has a lot of very correct opinions, so I don't want to discount their opinions just off the top, because I'm probably gonna agree with his opinions when it comes to it.
True, but the point is to have a disclaimer so that in case we say something that someone else takes offense with and they go after
Oh yeah,
any of
yeah,
our sponsors.
yeah. That would be
Huh.
unfortunate.
Yes.
So back to this Marjorie Taylor Greene conversation. Let's take a look at this link that Maddie just sent. Okay. Let's take a look at this. I'm withdrawing my support and endorsement of Congresswoman, in quotes, Marjorie Taylor Greene of the great state of Georgia. Over the past few weeks, despite my creating record achievements for our country, including a total and complete victory on the shutdown, closed borders, low taxes, no men in women's sports, or transgender for everyone, ending DEI style, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Stopping 8 wars. Ha! Rebuilding. Oh, jeez. I can't. Okay. Being respected by every country in the world as opposed to being a laugh. No, we are still a laughing stock. Oh, gosh. I can see why there are streamers going over this line by line. Like, like teenage girls and every other number, I can't even. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the MTG yet. That's the thing. Like, all of this is just, what the double helix are you? What? What? Invested in the USA and having created the hottest country anywhere in the world from being a dead country just 12 months ago. Oh God. I'm terrified to think what he means by hot. I'm absolutely terrified to think of what he means by hot. That just ew. Just ew.
I mean, given the number of tempers that are flaring, I'd say that's pretty hot.
I mean, if he means hot by angry, yeah, okay, I'll buy that. But that's not usually what he means when he says hot. All I see wacky Marjorie do is complain, complain, complain. It seemed to all begin when I sent her a poll stating that she should not run for senator or governor. She was at 12% and didn't have a chance unless, of course, she had my endorsement, which she wasn't about to get. She told many people that she is upset that I don't return her phone calls anymore. But with 219 congressmen, women, 53 U.S. senators, 24 cabinet members, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is just. Okay. Wacky Marjorie is complain, complain, complain. Oh. Yeah, I do miss Obama and Biden. I mean, Biden, at least it was boring
And affordable.
and affordable. I don't even want to get into the numbers there. That's 200 country. But oh, that's just. Oh, God. It's. He got me missing Bush. Either one, right? Right?
Unfortunately,
Head exploding. Oh. I do gotta. Okay, so. Did we. Speaking of former presidents, did we see the. I didn't. I didn't go searching these out, but I've been hearing about the pictures of Trump and Clinton hanging out at Epstein's. And a friend of mine texted me, "What do you think what do you think breakfast is like at the Clinton household this morning?" To which I said, uh, quiet and cold. Probably colder than the North Pole. Yeah, they have dealt with worse. My friend texted me back. Yeah, Hillary does know her husband. My friend texted me back. You think that's where he got the name, the Big Beautiful Bill? And now that that thought had been put in my head, I had to put it in everybody else's head. I'm more shocked that Trump didn't try to throw Hillary onto the island. I am too, actually, when it comes to it. Like that seems like a no-brain winner for him. But
true. But one, he would have to admit that he had friendly relations with her if he did. And two, she wasn't an actual president, so there's no merit to throwing someone that was just running.
yeah, and maybe he's realized that continuing to try to fixate on Hillary, that may actually be. He may have realized that that's a political liability for him.
Honestly, I think what Maddie said here is probably the most accurate reason.
But he never seems to think of women in like modes of power and agency. Yeah, there's that too. There's that too.
Oh, there is this lunatic lawyer that filed a stupid motion in which he absolutely insulted the female judge. What he actually wrote in there was, Look, Daddy, I'm a real judge now. Hee hee. And he put that in an actual filing.
Oh, homie. Oh,
And I
homie.
think he and Trump probably sip out of the same sippy cup there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, no.
Oh,
That was
homie. So I'm guessing he got slammed for it.
oh yeah. Yeah. And then he tried to ask for her to recuse herself from the sanctions that she was leveling against him and she's like, "Yeah, no."
No. He. Look, Daddy, I am a real judge now.
The guy's name is Gingras and he was filing a motion in Maricopa County Court for the serial girlfriend, Owens. Yep, yep. And he said that to slash about the female judge hearing the case, and oh,
Wow. Just.
and that
Wow,
kind of
man.
thinking that you can get away with saying something like that,
Yeah. Yeah, of course
that's
it's Maricopa.
that's definitely sipping out of the same sippy cup as Trump.
It is. It is. It's just insane. I know that lawyers I know there's been a movement in lawyer circles to be more scrappy and you know, a little less civil. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Hmm.
But this is uh, this is getting insane.
Hmm.
Absolutely insane.
You know, there have been plenty of others that are behaving, but
I
off the
mean,
top of my head,
y-
that was the first thing that's like, yeah, this matches the current leader of
yeah.
the country.
I mean, yeah, and that's probably part of why this guy feels safe doing this is because this is this
Tone.
that yeah, I was going to say sanctioned behavior by the administration. This is, you know, this is what his daddy do, so he allowed to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he's his checkbook is not going to be happy about this.
which is good. I think I really do think that it's becoming that the there's a lack of there's been a lack of consequences of bad behavior. And you know, far be it from me to be all law and order and stuff like that, but like I do believe that behavior has consequences, you know? And for the most part, I don't know that I feel qualified to call out good or bad behavior, but like I've noticed that consequences have started diminishing no matter what the behavior.
Yeah, consequences have been diminishing.
Yeah. So,
I think it's we've reached the point where the pendulum is swinging, and we're starting to swing back now, as you know, we were on the end where everybody was learning how to be online, and then they realized that I can say what I want online with nothing to happen because, you know, I'm not talking to you
mm,
face to face. You're not going to punch me in the nose.
mm-hmm.
But now we're on the other side of the swing where they're starting to learn, oh, wait a minute, just because you can't punch me doesn't mean there are no consequences.
True. That's true too. Yeah, like Maddie's saying, people are realizing that consequences. They just can't hand wave or threaten it away as easily now. Because in the past, women and BIPOC or people of color, black, black indigenous people of color, would have just had to grit their teeth and accept it. That is true. There is, in general, there is a progressive trend in consequences. I think there has been a micro trend in the past 10 years of those consequences being hit or miss, in large part because of the Trump administration and Trump avoiding consequences. I am hopeful that this micro trend is not indicative of a turn in the larger trend. I am very hopeful that we do continue to have accountability and consequences from, for those people in power who are diminishing marginalized people. I think those are the words I want to use there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to something a little more terrifying.
Which one is this? Okay,
Hidden
yes.
kill switch scandal rocks Massachusetts police. Officers could erase GPS tracking at will. By Ruta Kulkarni. Okay. Hey, good morning, Lockpick. Much love. Thank you for the subscription. For years, the Massachusetts State Police have relied on technology to keep their officers accountable while on duty. In 2019, the department installed GPS trackers in every patrol car, a project that cost Massachusetts taxpayers millions of dollars. The move came after a major corruption case exposed deep flaws in oversight and record keeping within the agency. The idea behind the tracking system was simple. Every vehicle could be monitored in real time, ensuring that the troops were where they said they were during their shifts. It was meant to prevent future abuses such as falsified overtime hours and unreported activities. Activities. You want to try that again?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Unreported activities. The installation cost about $225,000. The state spent around $70,000 each month to maintain and operate the system. This was seen as an investment in public trust. Citizens across Mass expected that with modern technology, transparency, accountability would finally come standard in law enforcement operations.
That sentence. That sentence.
Yes, that sentence. I'm guessing it was found they were mostly hanging out in donut shop and convenience store parking lots. Oh, probably.
That or they were moonlighting and doing bail bond type side hustles when they were supposed to be on the clock actually doing something elsewhere.
Ice
That too.
raids, or Uber and Lyft side hustle in the squad car.
Yeah. I can think all sorts of scams that they could have been running when they were supposed to be on the clock.
Right. I mean, just and just the ones that pop into my head are protection racket scams.
Yeah.
You know, going around shaking down for money.
Mm.
Um, I think
Or loans.
I think the ones that I heard about were overtime, just overtime. Like,
Hmm.
really? That's all you guys are gonna go after? You are the laziest bent coppers I have ever seen.
Although
Yeah.
if
Yeah, it would.
all they're doing is fraud wise is overtime, then that's
Encouraging.
yes.
They'll run you home here if you're drunk in public yet behaving.
That's nice.
Nice. Yeah, no, they do not. They will not do that around here.
Uh-uh.
The only two times you're allowed in the back of a squad car, or, well, there's a third time you're allowed in, like, the front of a squad car, and that's ride alongs. But the only two times you're allowed in the back of a squad car around here are as if you're being arrested or you're a victim.
I wish to note a third time.
What's that?
When you are the unaccounted for baggage for EMS and they have to do something with you because you're underage.
Okay, that very specifically, yes. Although they don't usually have as much of a problem with underage individuals being in the squad car. But like I ran out of gas and needed a ride to the gas station and the cop was like, "Can't."
That's fair, Lockpick. That's very fair.
Only time I've ever been in the back of a squad car, I was getting a ride home. Fourth time, if you're sleeping with a cop and they have a cop kink.
Again, that's a very specific thing, though.
That is. That is. Although not impossible. It was St. Patrick's Day. A woman in her car fell asleep at a busy intersection in the middle of St. Patrick's party late at night. A cop came up to her and tapped the window. She woke up, her foot slipped, hit the gas, and the car slammed hard into the cop car in front of her.
Ooh, poor baby.
Oh,
Poor
God, no.
baby.
Oh, her night just got so bad. Oh, shit.
I really
Oh,
hope that she didn't run over the cop's foot while that was happening.
I, yeah, for her sake. Oh, everyone was
Good.
fine. Oh my God. That's one of my worst nightmares is accidentally hitting a cop car. That's just terrifying to me. That is immediate back to jail for me. Sober! Oh, well, sober makes the whole thing less of a problem for her. Because if she wasn't, she was screwed. She was. Uh. Oh, yes. She was drunk at the time. Okay. Yeah, then her life was. But you had that
Yeah.
fear doing it sober, let alone. Yeah, I have that. I just have that fear. Like. I mean, I'm also always reeking of cannabis. It
Hmm.
is just in the smell, in my personal smell. Like, I don't even notice it at this point. So, like, a cop is just going to be like, oh, you're high. No, I'm really not, officer. But that cloud of weed smoke smell around me sure says that I am. But also just the 30 plus years, 40 plus years of my life that was spent in fear of the police because of cannabis laws, because cannabis is still a Schedule 1 narcotic. Like, I'm only not in jail or prison again because the local cops basically are like, not worth messing with.
Mm.
You know, and that brings up a thing, like, they're working on messing with it. They're working on
Yeah.
messing with that with the farm bill.
Yeah.
Although the farm bill as it is will not actually mess with cannabis products. Only hemp derived products, which is not cannabis.
Nope.
So it won't actually affect, but it will have an effect on, it will have a chilling effect on the market.
Mm.
And it will might raise prices. It will encourage a black market.
I mean, I'm not sure encourage is the right word.
In economic terms, yeah, encourages
Okay.
is the right terms. In regular terms, it will create space for a black market. And and with a black market, all the encouragement it needs is space.
Mm.
Which means that there will also be room for unscrupulous parties to do unscrupulous things. Yeah, people will go back to the black market if they want it enough. And believe me, they do. They do. There are people who don't leave the black market, who
Mm-hmm.
continue to get there, who are aware that the prices are lower and the quality is better and more guaranteed, but because they don't trust the gray market, as we'll call it, they don't trust the more legalized version, which I get. Like, I get that they don't trust A, that this is going to stick around, and B, that this isn't some sort of, like, there isn't some sort of hook involved here. I mean,
Mm.
there isn't, or at least not.
At the
If there
moment.
is, it's systemic, it's not individualistic. None of the providers are but this system may turn out to be setting all of us up for being identified and targeted later.
Oh yeah.
However, with the overwhelming number of people that would then be identified and targeted, and the broad spectrum of people who that would target, I don't think it would serve purposes. At least not at the moment. So I do understand the people who stick with their black market connections and continue with their underground underground methods. I'm I'm in this for the long haul. I'm gonna either live with it legally or die a martyr to the cause. You know, there will always be Smokey in the bandit runs. There will be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it is. I don't think there will ever be a situation where there's not something that's contraband. There's not something that's illegal. So there's not something to be done like that. Or controlled, at least. I mean, it may end up just being booze and cigarettes that are Smokey and the Bandit runs. You never know. But I think it's likely that a lot of what is still considered contraband will be considered contraband. Continue to be considered contraband. It's my hope that cannabis and cannabis products, however, get recognized as the not dangerous products that they are. I'm not saying they're entirely safe, but nothing is entirely safe. You know? Everything should be done safely. Anything that is done should be done safely. It's not legal on any level in your state. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Maddie, I'm not going to be coming to visit you. I am so much. I have smoked, eaten so much weed at this point. I am just partially weed. Kansas is ground zero for prohibition. It started here in the 1880s. It started here first in the 1880s. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Man. I couldn't do it. I can't do it. And you know what? I mean, you know what made me turn to alcohol almost every time? Was not being able to smoke weed. Every time they took the weed away, I'd start getting drunk. And then eventually, you're doing that too much. I mean, granted, I was. I don't want to downplay that I was. No, I was. And it was good that they did that. It was also good that at the time they did that, they were going, but it's okay, you can smoke. And with my Region 10 counselor, we had a good laugh about that. We had a brief laugh about, well, it'll be easy to not drink if I'm allowed to continue smoking weed. He's like, yeah, of course. You know, that's... Cat.
Moo. Yes.
That's messed up. That's hilariously messed up.
You can read it if you want.
So Kat just texted me. Maybe all the tornadoes in Kansas are trying to reverse prohibition.
I mean, it would explain all of Dorothy's, hallucinations.
No, that was the field of poppies.
Fair, very fair.
Yeah, exactly. They got high on opium in Oz. I just say it. Just say it.
That involved the Twister, so maybe that's why they all congregate there. They're upset with the natural order being disrupted.
Maybe they are. Maybe that's it. I saw a tornado once. It hit my house and brought me to the yellow brick road, and I had to fight a witch and a bunch of flying monkeys. Long story short, I'm not doing acid ever again.
Bless you, Lockpick.
And your little dog, too.
I have used that line and changed the subject of it several times and had, unfortunately, people younger than me look at me and go,
What?
why are you including that? Like, okay,
Okay.
you need to go watch classic movies or at least read a book.
Right. Were you on the dark side of the moon? I would have been if I was able to jump as high as that cow that was with me. Nice. So we used to do, back when the Jefferson was a theater, it was a second run movie theater on the downtown mall. It became a music venue over the past couple of decades. But it was a second run theater, and that's where we did Rocky Horror Picture Show, the legendary Rocky Horror Picture Show. That one time at the Rocky Horror Picture Show, we also did Dark Side of the Rainbow. And I hosted it at Midnight Matinee, Dark Side of the Rainbow, and I was in charge of introducing it, and then I was in charge of starting it and knowing when to hit play on the CD player and getting the whole thing to sync up. And let me tell you, once you figure out where to do it, it's actually really easy how to do it. You do it, you press play the second time the MGM lion roars. And it syncs up amazingly. It is crazy. Alice watches the helicopter go across the sky from left to right and back again. It is for real. The door opens and you hear that cash register. And then the bum 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 ba-da-da, da-da-da-da. And the whole world is in color, right? Or not Alice. Dorothy. It felt like I was saying the wrong thing at the time, but
Yeah.
I couldn't quite put my finger on it. But yeah, and the door opens and money kicks in. Like, and it is just, it is so amazingly timed. Now, if I'd have had a crossfader, a mixer of some kind, audio mixer of some kind, I might have actually been able to do some crossfading and get the movie audio and to do something interesting when the music was doing something interesting. But I did not, and I didn't know that those skills really existed yet. But it was. I did this maybe half a dozen times. Yeah, maybe half a dozen times we ran The Dark Side of the Rainbow. Now you can do all of that on your phone. Yeah, that's true, I can. It's really. It's kind of neat and also really disturbing. I. Yikes. I really could. I just think it, I could just download some editing software and then. No, Trevor, you don't need to do this. This is not an art project you need to do.
I don't know. It could be an entertaining sidestep for, 15 minutes.
It wouldn't be a 15-minute project.
No, but, how long is the record?
Oh, it's 20 some minutes, and you've
Right,
got to
so
let it play through twice.
ah,
It's a 40-minute, I think the whole thing is about 40 minutes. Maybe it's a 45-minute record and it's 45 and 45 is
ninety.
actually 90-minute. Yeah, that sounds even closer to right. A 45-minute record and 90-minute film. And cuz you have to let it play through twice. Somewhere through that you kind of lose track of the songs that are playing, and the whole thing sort of melds into this massive experience. On the other hand, looking back at it, I wasn't nearly as an experienced a stoner at the time, so I might have just been really high.
It could be both.
True. True. Oh, it was one of the only times that that you were allowed to smoke in the Jefferson. You weren't allowed to smoke in there, but like during the midnight matinees, people were going to be smoking weed, and we, the people working at the Jeff, weren't going to do a damn thing about it. We were like, nah, dude. You're supposed to get high for this. Be high for this. Still weren't really allowed to smoke cigarettes in there for it, though.
All right. So let us go on to the next actual article.
Okay.
The main reason that I had this one in there originally was just because it was the first independent article about this GPS thing that I'd come across yet, so that's why I threw it in there.
Okay.
So next one should be the bear. At least I
Okay.
think that's how I had it. Could be something else, but it should be the bear.
Video. Bear seen taking man's chainsaw in Tennessee.
Oh, yes. Complete with ad breaks.
Uh, why does your bear need a chainsaw? All right. Now I'm really interested about the recovery.
Yes.
Okay. Not AI. After the theft, the man later found his chainsaw near a den. Found my chainsaw, but Houston, we may have a problem. Found his den as well. I don't feel my heart racing 100 miles per hour very often, but this would be one of those times. Well, wasn't this just a great way to wake up this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. We had a rotisserie chicken yesterday for lunch. If I had any of that scent on my hands and grabbed the chainsaw and used it, that scent would be all over the handle, and the bear probably smelled the chicken and grabbed the saw. Oh, lockpick! Would that classify the bear as an undocumented worker? There may be an ICE solution to this. Okay, only if that bear came down from Canada.
No, well, ICE has had trouble identifying the actual nationality of people before. I mean,
And it
we've
is a
we've got
brown
one.
bear.
Yep, yep. So the bear is brown. So ICE might very well wish to interview the bear for this.
Let's put interview in heavy quotes. If it wasn't a
I know.
polar bear, they'd totally go for it. Yeah, exactly. Long as it's not a polar bear. Interesting factoid. Antarctica literally translates to no bears. And I completely killed the conversation once again.
No, it was more a case of what other funny or terrible bear joke can I make, and I'm coming up with nothing.
It's unbearable.
That it is. That it is. I forget what's next.
Alaskan School District disclaimer on Declaration of Independence, Constitution. We do not endorse these materials.
Yeah.
The Anchorage School District does not endorse these materials or the viewpoint expressed in them. State Attorney General's situation is deeply concerning. I am sure it is. Oh, the bear thing gets even weirder. So the original language word for bear was considered a taboo to say, so bear was a nickname to get around saying that word. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they were worried if you said them, you'd summon them.
I mean, it's as messed up as whatever that one area is named, that it's like 7 different words for hill
Right.
or river or whatever. It's like,
So bear means the brown one or brown. So literally, Antarctica means not brown. And the Arctic is brown.
brown. In this context, it is understandable. Just saying that string of words somewhere else without the rest of this, people would be looking at you like, well, yeah, of course it's not brown. And then what do you mean?
Brown. Although the funny thing is, the Arctic. Okay, so the Arctic is not actually land, and the Antarctic is.
Yes. So technically,
The
you're
Arctic
going
is not brown, and the Antarctic is. Deep, deep thoughts with Jack Handy. Oh, that takes me back. Classic SNL. Well, at this point, classic SNL.
yes.
Antarctic
yes.
is a land covered in ice, so basically it got gentrified. That's why all the people, that's why all the little guys in tuxedos, but none of the white guys who were imitating the brown guys.
Oh my.
I can't believe I went there. Are you
Have you
saying
seen
the
them eat a
penguins?
fish?
I am saying penguins are hipsters, yes. Have you seen the movie Happy Feet? Jeez. Oh, I'm gonna get canceled for being mean to penguins now. I kind of
No, you're
hated that
not,
movie.
because
I didn't
you're
actually
not
see
because
it. I couldn't bring myself to watch it.
honestly, I liked Pebble and the Penguin more.
I was not. I just. I was not there for the penguin. For the penguin invasion. It just didn't work for me. Like, okay, they were kind of funny in Madagascar, but like after that, I was good. And
Uh-huh.
I didn't see March of the Penguins.
Mm.
Just nah. Penguins are funny, sure. They're cute, sure, but like nah. They don't do a lot for me. They are not my bird of choice. They're not even my flightless bird of choice. Whippoorwills are way more creepier, or way creepier, way more creepier. And emus and cassowaries are way more frightening.
Don't forget the conversation you had with Peanut Gallery about the kiwi bird.
I mean, there is the kiwi bird. Take them or leave them on the kiwi bird still.
I mean, it's little, but if it had teeth, it would be not good.
I mean, it's just a tiny version of the dino birds, which is kind of messed up.
Yes.
I think the interesting thing about penguins is that that whole long body thing they have that they look like they have going on isn't real. It's all droopy
Mostly
skin.
neck.
They're a leg, mostly leg.
Leg and neck.
Yeah, tiny little round body in between long legs and a long neck.
Which there are some people looking at penguin skeletons and going, maybe the plesiosaur was actually more like a penguin.
It's entirely possible. I could see it. I could see it.
Well,
All
so
right,
yeah,
so
there's a reason. There is an actual reason,
perfect for KFB.
potentially. Yes. Kentucky Fried Pork done by Chewbacca. Lots of honey mustard sauce. Lots and lots of honey mustard sauce.
Kentucky Fried Penguin.
I
I
know
was
Kentucky
actually,
Fried Penguin.
I was
I'm
actually,
going with Kentucky Fried Pork.
was actually thinking about
I
going
need
for
more.
Kentucky Fried Puffin. But Kentucky Fried Puffin is a whole other thing.
Especially if you were involved.
Hey.
I really need more tea.
All right. Well, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this one. I'll do some reading, get your tea, and
Yeah.
come on back.
My ability to focus and behave is wearing out.
I get that. I get that. So, Alaska school board disclaimer. What the heck? The largest school district in Alaska is facing controversy after the recent revelation it had added a disclaimer to the Declaration of Independence and U.S. Constitution. Must Read Alaska reported Saturday that the disclaimer reads, "The Anchorage School District does not endorse these materials or the viewpoint expressed in them." A student of in the district discovered the disclaimer and showed her mother, who then posted about it on Facebook. "I was honestly stunned," the mom wrote. "These aren't controversial documents. They're the foundation of our country and what our students are supposed to be learning about. Why would a school need to distance itself from the very principles we are built on?" I fully support transparency in education and just want to understand this policy better. Parents deserve clarity. If outside materials are being sent home, especially involving American founding documents, the messaging should be thoughtful, not confusing to families. Alaska Attorney General Stephen Cox, a Republican, wrote on X that the situation is deeply concerning. "The public officers have to uphold and defend the U.S. Constitution. I took such an oath on my first day. Alaska law requires school board members to sign and swear to support and defend the U.S. Constitution. When a public school district says it won't endorse the Constitution or the Declaration or the viewpoints expressed in them, something has gone terribly wrong." All right.
Eyes back.
Okay, so Libs of TikTok is the one who. The anchor schools. Okay. Is Libs of TikTok the one who. The one who posted this first?
From what I understand, they're who posted the picture first and caused someone to go, "This is not right. Let's write an article."
Alright. Because I do not trust anything Libs of TikTok posts. They are not a trustworthy source. Libs of TikTok would make their own disclaimer thing, put it on, and send the picture out just to mess with the school board, just for content, just for fun.
Yes. Did you read the part where they talked about who had sent them the pamphlets?
No. It just said some kid came home. Yeah, there isn't anything. They just said some kid came home and showed their mom, and their mom went to TikTok or went
Eh,
to Facebook.
let's see.
Hold on, let me get down here to. Let's see what it says. As seen in the photos, the documents appear to have been provided by Hillsdale College, which means a disclaimer may have been automatically added to the materials due to the district's flyer approval process. All copies of materials to be posted and or distributed must contain a disclaimer on the front page. Okay. The college has asked district for comment. The article will be updated. Okay.
So, it looks honestly like Libs didn't actually do this. They just managed to get hold of the picture first
Okay.
before someone else did it. And that it was probably a case of someone saying, "Okay, this came in. It's a pamphlet by somebody else, so we need to put the sticker on it because we have to," and not actually doing any reading comprehension of what they were doing. And saying,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what is Libs of TikTok? Who? Who is Libs of TikTok? It's actually just one person. And I cannot remember her. See? She uses pronouns. Her pronouns
Yep.
are her. Don't tell me
Yes.
no pronouns. Libs of TikTok is a very conservative slop tuber, slop talker, like very conservative
Rage.
pipeline, rage baiter.
Yeah.
This sounds like this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's very, like, grifter. Thank you. Word I was
Ooh,
looking for.
grifter's a good word.
She's a right wing grifter. She's a right wing grifter. And yeah, she's hustling with this. And that's why I don't trust anything she does. Like, I would believe that she would just straight up put that on herself just to make just for content. Like, I don't trust Libs of TikTok to that degree. You know, like, it just. She's rage. She's in the rage grift. So,
Yeah.
but no, apparently it is. They do actually do it, and they do it because it's that sort of thing.
Oh, and hopefully they will have a reply back at some point, and they'll update the article, and we can see what happened.
Hopefully, that would be good.
You know,
That was
because
lost, yeah.
I can absolutely see them saying, yes, that was our fault. We had an intern doing it. The intern was told, put this sticker on everything that comes in. We are working on training our interns to ask questions and read this thing next time.
Okay. All right, so our next one is out of Boston. More cases involving Michael Proctor are under review. Michael Proctor, fired over his handling of the Karen Reed case, is no longer attempting to return to the Massachusetts State Police, but his potential impact on other cases remains. So we've gone over the Reed case before, the Karen Reed case, and we've
And
talked
we
a
touched
little
on.
about Michael Proctor.
Mhm.
Do you want to give us a little background, and then we'll...
Essentially, he said a whole bunch of nasty things that got brought up during that trial, and because of that, his texts have opened the door to several different group chats that are now landing multiple other officers in hot water, up to and including resignations, decertifications, and such. We did touch on this a lot more in depth last week, but last week when I mentioned it, it was only at like 4 or 5 other cases that were directly impinging on him that were all after his messages. Which the I think the very best thing was his lawyer saying, "Oh well, you're not going to get much off of his phone because he replaced it and he set it to auto delete, but he forgot about the cloud."
Right,
And so
right.
they got messages all the way back to 2013.
And a whole crap storm has opened up.
And so now they are up to like 19 or 20 cases
So,
vying for his information.
so it looks like there's going to be a lot more to come on this.
Oh yeah.
All because of the Karen Reed case.
Effectively, if when that case started, if the small internet journalists, and one of them not so small, he's YouTuber that goes by the name of Turtle Boy. If they hadn't picked up and started talking about how they felt about her case, then it wouldn't have gotten the national attention that it did, and they probably could have swept most of this under the rug.
There you go.
But small YouTube journalists poking at things and going, "Hey, this doesn't look right," and continuing to poke at things because it doesn't look right, made it so that now there's 19, 20, and probably as we go on, there's going to be several more added that are going to get reviewed with the potential of either charges being dropped or things being overturned because of whatever was said or done.
Right. I mean, the power of independent journalism. The power
The
of free and independent journalism.
It is literally partially all his fault that the GPS thing got
Right?
discovered.
Right, because he was... And when we were talking about it, I was having this, like, I feel like this connects to something else. And then they bring it up, and it's like, oh, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So these were the first two, the GPS one and this one were the first two, like I said, independent articles that I've found regarding these things. So it's not just, you know,
Yeah.
Cat reporting on what someone else has reported on. We actually have an article for you.
Yeah. Well, what? Man. That dude
Yes.
he in some trouble.
I will say this, at least during the second trial, all of the officers testifying had hair. Because apparently there'd been some sort of shave your head thing in solidarity with someone else.
Oh,
So
okay.
that unfortunately, when they all testified, they all showed up in black suits with narrow red ties and bald heads. And so it just looked like you
Take the
had
skinheads bowling. Take
variations
them
on
bowling.
Well, I was gonna say Agent 47.
I mean, there's that, but I feel like that looks a lot more like a National Front meeting.
Yeah, it was not, it
Like
was
Kemper
very
von
noticeable.
Beethoven's idea of a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Take them bowling. Take them bowling. I mean, no, Sarah, seriously, dude. Like, when you talk about a bunch of people with shaved heads in black suits with skinny red ties, all I
Mm-hmm.
can think of is a bunch of skinheads.
Yep.
May I share the
Maddie has.
funniest oops story about shaving one's head? Sure. Is it better than shaving your head and finding out that you have a very lumpy skull? I see a Mr. Clean Sales Committee.
Yeah. Yeah.
I shaved my head and discovered in high school and discovered that I had a line of scars down the top of my skull that made my skull kind of lumpy. I have an older relative who is very Northern European looking and works in the trades. One day he went to his barber and his barber accidentally butchered his hair. So he's like, well, F, might as well shave it. So I'm a Klingon. A- anything I say is just, I'm a Romulan. Um, what he didn't know is that the same week there had been some weird neo-Nazi rally. Oh, this was back in the
Poor
90s
baby.
before all of this. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, guy. Oh, buddy. Oh, timing is awful.
Yep.
Oh, oh, man. Oh, man. Locally, where all the douchebags did some big head shaving thing as part of the thing. Yeah. Uh, that's just, yep. Oh, man. So he spent the next 6 weeks going, no, I'm not part of that group. My barber butchered my hair. No, I'm not with them. I'm not. I know it looks, but no, I'm not with them. That's not that. Yeah. When I shaved my head in high school back in the 90s, there was a lot of like, I got a lot of looks for being a skinhead. Like, people were like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, are you one of those kinds of skinheads? You know, people were really saying, like, I mean, even my psychiatrist was saying you really shouldn't shave your head. You look like a skinhead, and if I didn't know you, I'd be scared of you. I'm like, is there really this much fear of skinheads in Charlotte? Like, how am I not running into them? But then I found out that, yeah, there were skinheads in Charlottesville like that. And there were the people who mostly fought the local skinheads were the local goth community.
Oh.
So
So
there
you
were
accidentally
some
set yourself up to be an infiltrator.
uh yeah, only kind of. Like, no. Because I didn't carry myself like a real skinhead. I didn't have oxblood Doc Martens with white laces.
Right.
With white straight laces. I didn't wear a bomber jacket. I didn't wear a classic green bomber. I didn't,
Mm.
you know, I did not have any of the extra stuff that a skinhead would wear or do to signify them as a skinhead, which
You
made
know,
which made people from other cities look at me and go, "Wait, are you a sharp?" And I'm like, "What's a sharp?" A skinhead against racial prejudice. Huh.
okay.
Guess I am. Um there were a whole section of skinheads who were, and this wasn't a very local Charlottesville thing. This is more of a national thing. Definitely Baltimore had them, but a whole subsection of skinheads who were directly opposed to racism and racist skinheads. A lot of sharps were also in the straight edge movement. Straight edge for life. If you aren't now, you never were. Which is the no drugs and alcohol movement.
Hmm.
I was always viewed with a measure of distrust by the straight edge movement. They just looked at me and knew. They were like, "You're on something right now, aren't you?" Yeah.
That is an inside thought. I will keep the inside thought in my head.
I'm almost terrified to ask what the inside thought was.
It relates to the last thing I texted you.
We'll just leave it alone.
Like I said.
All right, so on to the next story.
Yes.
9 thieves embrace their inner clowns as surveillance footage shows them all climbing out of a tiny car before vape shop heist.
Oh,
The
yes.
burglars climbed through a window into the shop before making off with shoes, clothes, and Pokemon cards, but not vapes. Gonna rob a vape shop and leave the vapes.
Yes. It is.
Yeah, it is. It. Where did this happen?
In Warrenton,
Oh
Virginia.
God, Virginia. Why? Well, okay. Least it's not Louisa.
No,
Least
it's
it
not
is not
Louisa.
Louisa. They're not wearing watermelons.
No,
See, they're
that's
wearing
not.
face masks.
Watch. This is gonna be. They're in the trunk.
I know. That is amazing.
That's
That was
roughly. That
amazing.
is roughly the same size as my car. You have been in my car. You know how tiny it is.
Yes.
Even if I cleaned everything out, I don't think I could fit that many long legged people in there.
I don't think we know exactly how long-legged they are.
Going by the fact that they were where their hips were as they passed the trunk, some of them have got long legs.
This is a lot of video of this.
I
Oh,
know.
this is a different one. Is it?
Nope. Nope. They're in a place where they've got because
They
Warrenton is so
smashed.
close to.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
Warrenton
how
is
they
so
got
close to
in.
DC. Yep. There they go with all their Pokemon. Um,
Poke cards. I mean, yeah, but those Pokemon cards are probably worth a small fucking F bomb,
on.
a small fortune.
Yes. Yeah. If they don't open the packs,
A small
they can
effing
scalp them.
fortune. They were they really were well orchestrated. Jeez. Jesus.
Now you see why I looked at that and was like, okay, this needs to be here.
Okay, yeah, that was.
I will have to make sure to show that to the peanut gallery later because he was busy trying to do other things and all he got to hear was my maniacal laughter.
Oh, gosh. Accolades, vape, and tobacco.
Yep.
Oh, just okay. Wow.
Now,
that was impressive.
with that many people crammed in the car, why are you going to take like shoes and shirts, some of the bulkiest items in the store,
Right?
and you know, Pokemon cards are slender. At least you can cram a whole bunch.
Right.
But you would think the vape juice and stuff would be easily pocketable too.
Right. What's this now?
Um,
I just. Yeah. I just.
yeah. Got the alligator. We've got that. Yeah.
Small alligator rescued in Boston after slithering into city's heart on social media. Okay, it is cute though.
It is cute.
But there are gators as far north as Boston?
Please see earlier statement of why can't they stay home? The gators have turned up in Virginia and New Jersey and everywhere. The gators really need to just. Why are they leaving Florida like this?
Well, that's what happens when you let the Florida teams into the ACC.
We get gators north of Virginia.
We get gators everywhere.
Fine.
Sports joke.
So it's sports ball's fault that the gators are migrating. I can handle blaming sports ball for that. It's a tiny gator too.
It is. It is. It's cute. I mean, gators on the move, though. About to make a Gatorade joke there.
If they're in the ACC, does that mean that we're going to end up with buffaloes in Florida next?
No.
Oh. Darn. I
So
was
the
really
only
hoping
reason
to see
this
tourist
is
housing.
the only reason that this one is that we got this one is because of what you said when you read the headline.
I know.
So the headline is relic from the wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald is returned plus $600,000 from Michigan. What you said was
Oh, look, here's a timely one.
about the Edmund Fitzgerald. Here's a timely article, or here's a timely thing about the Edmund Fitzgerald. To which I said, there is no such thing as timely about the Edmund Fitzgerald. That went down a long time ago.
Yes. Yes.
So that's
Oh,
only in there for the joke.
for the joke. No. No.
Too soon. Too soon. I am glad you were in the audience for that. Somebody had to be
Yes.
here to say that. I mean, it really was tragic. It was a tragic loss. It's a tragic story. It's and many folk song have been written about it. We're not interested in your backpedaling. Oh.
Have you not had your coffee yet? Is that the problem, Lockpick?
No, it's that the Edmund Fitzgerald is really important to Canadians and Michiganders. I'm just in the middle of my first. You aren't wrong.
See?
That's
I
fair.
figure if you're being as punchy as I am, there's a caffeine deprivation there. No. So yeah, no, that's there mostly for the joke. Although, I mean, honestly, you use way more adult words than Trevor does. But technically, you're Canadian, so by default, you're supposed to be the polite one.
He's polite when he's being adult.
See? So yes, you are the polite one.
I I may not use a lot of bad language, but there could be a cruelty underneath of what I say. Even though I'm really trying not to be that way, there's a Virginia cruelty, a Virginia nice. I can
Yeah,
be Virginia nice, which
there's a
people will
reason
tell you
why.
is not. Virginia nice is not nice at all. It is.
There. Bless your heart is not a blessing.
No. I really am trying not to be that person. Like I really try hard not to be that person, but when it comes to like insensitive jokes, it's there. It just
Yes.
it's there. There's a cruelty in what I say. That there can be a cruelty in what I say that yeah.
Yeah.
This may just mean you guys have never seen me get angry. My verbal takedowns are very far from polite. I've actually, yeah, no, I have seen you get angry. I have, well, not, no, I've seen you get angry because I have seen you go off. It is intense. I may not have seen you angry, but like I've seen you on stream upset, drunk and angry to the point where I'm like, "Oh, this feels dangerous." Yeah. Yeah. I was a little worried. A little worried. So, on to the next one, which is a
Yes.
lot of fun. Oops, wrong button.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not. I just hadn't clicked on it.
Fair enough. Very fair.
Bagpipers claim world record with AC/DC's Long Way to the Top. Hateful comments plus whiskey is a bad combination with you. Oh, yeah. Usually the only time I really go off on stream is when some troll comes in saying hateful things. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yup. Bagpipers. Right. Now, where would you think that this would happen, by the way?
I know where it happened.
I know where it happened, too. But, like, a whole bunch of bagpipers get together. I mean, we know, small town Ontario. Yeah, that sounds about right. That would be a little bit
more believable. That would be more believable what we're going to read.
Well, no, because you got to remember the band, while most of the band has deep Scottish ties, that is not a Scottish band.
I mean, it's not. It's just the bagpipes make you expect it would be
Scotland,
somewhere.
Sure. But AC/DC is not a Scottish band.
Fair enough. It's not a Scottish band.
AC/DC is an Australian band.
Yes, Lockpick.
It is an Aussie article. Melbourne, Australia. Hundreds of bagpipers claimed the new world record on Wednesday by belting AC/DC's rock classic, It's a Long Way to the Top, if you want to rock and roll with me. Billed as the Great Melbourne Bagpipe Bash. This electric performance took place in Melbourne's Federation Square on Swanston Street. Which was the scene of the Australian rock band's 1976 film clip in which they played the hit on the back of a flatbed truck traveling slowly through blah 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 blah. They also, I don't know if this article, the Aussies will be upset with how you pronounce Melbourne. I don't know if the article mentions it, but they had in that band of bagpipers, they had one of the original bagpipers from the music video. Yep, I'm going to do it to y'all.
Bagpipers have claimed a world record. It's being billed as the Great Melbourne Bagpipe Bash.
Well, we love breaking a world record, don't we?
Hundreds of bagpipers claimed a new world record by belting out
AC/DC's
rock and roll classic.
I'm hoping they're going to play a section of it.
It happened on the same street the band played the hit in 1976 on the back of a flatbed truck traveling slowly through downtown traffic with music blaring from speakers. Katrina Sedgwick is with Federation Square.
In 2012, the first world record was set with 333 pipers playing together in Sofia in Bulgaria.
The record was set with 374 bagpipers, including Gavin Daly.
I've been playing bagpipes since I was 9, and I'm just sort of thinking this would be a bit of fun toward the end of my career. Go out with a bang.
And AC/DC is in Melbourne for a concert tonight. I'm Ed Donahue.
Well, this sounds like hell. I mean, yeah. I actually really like bagpipes when they're played well. This does not sound like
Healthy?
this sounds like somebody needs to put those cats out of their misery. This sounds like 50 long-tailed cats trying to sneak through a rocking chair factory.
Oh, lockpick.
I'm gonna think about this article next time I need to last in bed. It's that much of a turnoff.
I figured that this article would, suitably, catch the attention of the music people while also horrifying them
hurts.
and be funny.
It is hilarious.
Yes.
It sounds like
Right.
somebody put little whizzers, the whizzers, in 100 whoopee cushions.
Oh no. I've
Can
got
I come up
an
with another
Australian.
awful one?
You can
No,
come
I
up
think
with
I'm-
another one.
I think I'm done there.
So, the next picture, I was looking for odd stories. I was looking for funny stories, and I get Fox News, and I go, fine, I will click on this, and I get the site map. It pulls up and it gives me just the articles, the top articles for today. So no, go ahead and pull the picture up itself.
From retro to refined. That's the picture that comes up. That's what comes up.
No, right above it. On the chat thing. You clicked on the link, not the picture.
There we go.
There you go.
From retro to refined. Pennsylvania's bill seeks to legalize flying cars. Gary Sinise finds healing in his late son's music. 2025 NFL odds. Trump give ex-ally green.
And then you get down to not all fiber is created equal. It's like, these are your top stories on Fox today. And the very first two that they lead off with, the very first one they lead off with is about Jell-O salad.
I mean, yeah.
I understand, Maddie, why, but still.
They're not
The
right.
sheer listing.
Yeah. ACDC on an accordion? Wait, what?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Aw.
I love this. All right, lockpick. I want. Oh, this is wonderful. All right, lockpick. Can you guess what I need now? What I need you to do? I need a dubstep polka cover. I want dubstep polka AC/DC. Yeah. Yes.
Those words did not go together.
Or drum and bass. I'm sorry, not dubstep. Drum and bass remixes of polka. Yes, I want drum and bass polka AC/DC. Oh, I love this. All right. All right. Yeah. Dubstep polka is just go Portello.
Okay.
Oh God, I'd never thought of that, but yes. Just wear purple, it'll make sense. Oh, yeah. I'm glad I wasn't drinking coffee. I'd have done a spit take too, lockpick. Oh. I was not expecting that. Yeah. Oh, that was funny. All right. So, where were we in the
You have made it down to the very last thing, which is a feel good thing, and we could technically save it for tomorrow. It may come up on tomorrow with wait, don't tell me. I'll be curious.
Oh, well, we were going to do the Jello salad first, weren't we?
Yes, you don't have to. Some of it is interesting there, but
From retro to refined, Jello salad and savory gelatin dishes make unexpected return.
That's the horrifying part of that whole article. Makes return.
Well, I mean, there were savory gelatin dishes before, but no, I'm terrified. I am terrified of this. I am nah. It's
Look,
huge
I
in
managed to
Utah.
find.
Exactly.
I found nightmare fuel for both of us, and it unfortunately revolves around food.
Yeah, yeah. We're we're not doing that. I've looked at. Okay, no,
Nope.
no, we are. Protein pudding for dessert.
Mm-hmm.
The humble Jello salad and its savory ancestor SEPmp are shaking up American kitchens and even getting a glossy fine dining revival. SEPmp originally began in medieval kitchens as a way to preserve meat using collagen-rich broths that solidified into savory jelly. So, and that's part of why I wanted to talk about this. So, when you get a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store and then you put it in and there's like the wobbly bits when it's cold and you take it, that's savory jello. And I'm not against this stuff. Wobbly bits, yeah. Collagen is all it is. I'm not, and it's collagen and flavor. It's healthy. It's good for you. It's not actually doesn't taste bad. I just can't think about it when I eat it. You know? And the thing is, when I make chicken soup, I try to make it with enough collagen that it gets like that. Because that will make amazing chicken soup. If I
Yes,
take
it will.
anything away from this stream, it's that Trevor is not against wobbly bits. No, I am not against wobbly bits. It's just I can't think about them too much. Like I have a slightly hard time with Jello because if I think about it too much, it's just like this is not okay. All right. On to the last story.
Yeah.
Okay, we will be leaving you with a very feel-good story today. 3 paintings by Bob Ross raised $600,000 at auction for American Public Broadcasting. That's just wonderful.
Those are just the first 3 that they are planning on auctioning.
Of 30 total.
Yep.
The paintings sold for a total of $600,000. The proceeds from this and future sales of Ross's Happy Little Paintings will benefit public television, American Public Television, a non-profit syndicator that has been impacted by President Trump's budget cuts. That is a sweet. That's a really sweet thing. unless you know about the people who own his estate. Those people are dicks, and his son just got super screwed. Oh. So, so the people who own his estate have screwed his son out of. I don't know anything about the backstory. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Interesting. I was not aware that there was a whole backstory to his copyright IP and his
Neither
estate.
did I.
I know there was a documentary about it. Okay. I know he may not have been quite so chill to work for, apparently, but I don't remember any, much about it. Or, like, he may not have been so chill behind the scenes. But I didn't know anything about his estate or the IP. That's something we may want to look into at some point. Is some of the backstory around Bob Ross.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, not to take away from anything he did, he was he meant a lot to a lot of people as being, it's quite a heart-wrenching story. He was about the art. And the people around him took advantage. Oh, that hurts. That's unfortunate. Because, he did a really good... He seemed to do a lot of good for a lot of people. They're still tainting his name to make profit. Sounds very capitalist. Yeah, he meant a lot to a lot of people, and he was inspiring to a lot of people. So having people take advantage of that is upsetting. And if he turned out to not be such a nice guy, in his personal life, he still meant a lot to a lot of people. So, but we'll look into him at some point.
Oh. I don't have the article for it, but apparently...
He was a nice guy almost to a fault. Oh, that's good. Apparently,
for that bagpipe thing they mentioned, AC/DC was playing that night. And because it was their first show at home in like a decade, they ended up being registered on the earthquake detectors.
Yes. It was that big a show. Yeah. Oops. That's not what I meant to hit. That's what I meant to hit, but that'll do.
Yes.
Well, we are to the end of our
Go.
stories, or the end of our
Yes.
submitted stories for the week. And we have been going for 2 hours now. So thank you everyone for being here. I think we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you, Kat, for being here. Thank you, Lockpick. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Master Rasta 420. Thank you, Kingsways, Kush Gang. And I think that's everybody. Yep. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, all you lurkers. Much love. Stick around for the raid. And now is the time on the show when I say, as they say around here, 2 up, 2 down. VA double deuces. We're out, y'all.
One thousand